Morning everybody. I hope you're all doing okay. So I'm washing the plough because I've got to take it up to the store and sell it. And you may wonder why I'd be selling off the plough, which is something we clearly still need. But this plough isn't that old. You can see it's still in fairly good nick. And look at the tractor wash while I'm here. And we expect to get a reasonable amount of money for it. In the meantime, we're just going to lease another plough, a cheaper plough as well, and use that for now. So, let's get this off to the stores. So right now the students are up harvesting the corn, which we should get done later this afternoon, by later this afternoon. The canola in field 12 is also ready for harvest now. I may or may not be harvesting that, I don't know yet. I'm hoping to get up to the plots that need ploughing and get them done today with the leased plough. So I think if canola's getting harvested by whosoever, it's going to be tomorrow anyway, but we'll see. Oh. Cement lorries. So, didn't get the all the bales off the field last night, and I carried on getting those done this morning, and I didn't want you to have to watch me doing bales for like the third day in a row, so I did those all off camera, so to speak. So they're done, they're either sold or stored in the shed, and I put some in both the cow and pig sheds as well, so that should keep them going for a while. Now then, this will need a little bit of maintenance. Normally I would have taken it into our workshop to do, but the mechanic's still busy on the tractor that we pranged. Not too bad. And yep, so there we go. And the other, this one here is the one we've leased. Yeah, I was actually hoping to have one of to have the bigger, the only one we've kind of got at the moment, bigger tractor today, but it's been used for the auger for the harvest, because this one would never pull it up that hill. This would be probably alright on the flat in the canola field, but it would never get it up that hill in field 13. So it's almost lunchtime. I just wanted to get these ploughs sorted out before going for lunch, and I still haven't had a chance to cut that grass there. Maybe, depending how the ploughing goes, I might get to it later today, fingers crossed, but we'll see. Sorry for the big sigh. I'm just gonna park this here just now. Go down to the show you. I didn't really get cleaned up in the rain the other day, did it? Oh well. Messy pigs. You can see I've got some bales in there, four bales in there, so that'll do them a good while. Actually, so okay, we're doing okay. Sheep's are fine too, and in the cow shed as well. We put yeah, 5 in there, and we put some more in here. Didn't keep too many more, but it should be enough for now. It looks weird without the combine there, right? I sort of tidied these up a bit, put them back here, and yeah, these are the ones I kept other than the ones I'd already put in the sheds. So that should keep them going for a little bit of time. But I'm going to go off and have some lunch now, and we'll catch you again in a little bit. Quick lunch. We've got to crack on and get this ploughing done. Just washed this tractor and I'm probably going to make a dead monkey again very shortly. The pigs are going to have plenty of corn now, although we probably sell some of it. I don't think we need to keep. We'll see what the yield we get. So I don't think we need to keep all of it. We also need to look at selling some of our cereal crops as well that we've harvested off of these plots up here. Because again, we don't need to keep all of it for the pigs. Right. Here we go. Do this one first. So, I mean, this is a very different model to the previous plough, but it's actually probably far more suitable to our fields in a way because of the, especially the smaller plots up in this field. Just makes it easier to get into the corners as well, I think. And it's an inexpensive plough as well, so leasing it is relatively cheap. I mean, maybe we could have bought it, but there's really no point in us buying new equipment because, you know, often you buy things that depreciate in value quite quickly, and yeah, so it just made more sense just to lease this. For the short time we're going to be here, I guess. I'm really happy that we finally got those bales done and dusted, finished with. it's a better time getting them off the field that way. I do miss the auto bale loader that we used to use. But you don't have to have every field and plot and crop. In fact, I think I might stick one. I think I'm going to be sticking grass into one of these. Canola is definitely going to that one there. I think one of these plots will go to grass just to two reasons really. For the animals, cows good and cheap need hay. Silage is a possibility as well because you can make a fair bit of money on silage. So I think it's definitely worth putting a bit of grass in. The small plot's fine, but it doesn't produce an awful lot, and just what I'm getting out of there I'm just kind of using for the animals at the moment. When I can actually get in and get a chance to actually cut the thing. But yeah, it does need a grass cut because I do need just grass I think now for the cows. It's going to have to be baled as well because I've never really got any other way of getting it off the field at the moment. It's not worth leasing something for a field of that size. But if we put one of these plots in and we're planning on doing silage, then we will look at leasing something. We need to collect it up just so we can get it in our bunkers. Silage bales is another simpler way to go, but again, okay, we've got the baler, we could use wrapper I suppose. That's what we'll look at, prices of things and see what's maybe the best way of doing it. Farm manager, I'll make that decision in the end. When I get to the end of this bit and I'm about to turn, I think we'll go and do a bit of a time lapse. I need to find some more music, I guess, soon for doing these, but it should be fine for now. Not quite yet. Let's get this right. Okay, speak to you in a bit. there we go, that's the fields both ploughed. We've got an awful lot of time left, so I'm not thinking the grass definitely isn't getting cut again today. I really do have to try and make time for it soon though. But I also noticed this little experimental plot here is ready to harvest. So there was something else I wanted to show you. Hold a sec. Right. So this is our yield map. And well, if I bring over the legend, you can see that green's pretty good. It really is pretty good indeed. Yellow less so, and red definitely not. Now the bottom two plots here, they've not really had, apart from oilseed radish, and is it that one we put it in? It's not really had anything else, and I'm expecting the yield in this experimental plot to be down, but it'll be interesting to see how much down it is, because we did not add any additional fertiliser after we sowed it. We just left it what it was in there, which I think was between 40 and 60 kilograms. It was quite low, which is why if I go into it, yeah, you can see it's just saying 20 there, but I'll have used some. The pH was good, so it's used some up. I'm actually surprised the pH has gone down to bad just after the first harvest. It seems to have done that elsewhere too. Let's see when they're here. See, nitrogen perfect, pH bad, which is interesting. But anyway, so as I say, when we come to do this probably tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see where in that yield table will land. You see the last yield we got off of field 12 was pretty good, looking between 115 and 125% for most of it. The yield for our corn, which the students are doing at the moment, it's not as good. We're looking about 85% up to maybe 90% at the bottom. And if you look at now soil types, you can see field 13 is mostly silty clay, field 12 is mostly loam, and our fields across here are a mix of loam and silty clay, and it pretty much kind of matches the soil types across there. So yeah, I think let's see, yeah, the yield for the grass is quite good as well. It's quite dark for the little grass field again, because it's all loam, so loam good, silty clay less so. But there we go. The game doesn't give us the option to add anything to make that any different. Now, a slight elephant in the room before I forget was the fact that yesterday, as you would have seen from yesterday's video, there was a bit of it missing. The beginning bit, for some reason, when I hit the save recording button, only did it from when I'd saved the game. And I don't know why, because it's not the first time I've saved games and then saved clips, so pass. Honestly, have no idea. The only thing I could think of is that I was, because it's PlayStation, so I was at the maxed hour just as I hit that save, and so it just started recording again, saving at that point. But anyway, I had to do some creative editing, as you would have seen, and hopefully it wasn't too bad for watching, but apologies, certainly apologies for that. But I do find this stuff fascinating, and yeah, and I mean, I watched Mr. Chili P's videos, so I'm glad I'm not the only one who makes mistakes. This plough actually needs a bit of maintenance, but just a tiny bit, but I'll put it away just now and do that the next time that we use it. And that's pretty much time for me to go home as well, believe it or not. Well, you can't see the time, so I guess you can believe it. And so yeah, tomorrow we've got to harvest the canola, the big lot in field 12, and my little experiment, and I definitely will be doing harvesting in my own little experiment plot. The big canola field, it'll either be me or the students, but we'll see. I would prefer the students did it so I could get on doing the grass, to be honest with you. You were doing for real. Okay, just give these sheep a quick brush. So it might be a bit of a shorter video again today, depending on the time it takes for me to time lapse the ploughing. I try to take it at various angles to give it a little bit of interest. It's not easy doing it because I also have to watch what I'm doing when I'm ploughing. I'm getting a bit better. That plough makes it a little bit easier for me to try and go in straight lines now and then at least. Yeah. And the clean tractor's all muddy again. And it can be expected when you're ploughing anyway. So, once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. The students are not probably going to be done by the time they finish the day, and yeah, hope you come back for the next episode. Bye for now, everybody.